Hey folks, it's Flying Grandpa here. You notice I have Froggy on my screen. He's not really going to be on here live or anything like that. But I wanted to explain. Now, first of all, I haven't been putting out any videos lately. I was working. I was going through a lot of stuff. I was going through a lot of physical stuff. I was in and out of doctor's offices a lot, getting a lot of tests done. And I just couldn't concentrate on scam baiting. But 2024 is here, and it's all going to change. We're going to be putting out scam baits all the time. Now, how did I get into this? Like, what made me go into this? Well, I used to get scam calls like crazy. I'd be working, and my personal cell phone would go off, and if people wanted to scam me, I didn't have time. I was like, how do you stop these guys? By the way, you'll notice it doesn't ring anymore for scammers, like they all gave up. Anyway, I Googled scammers and all this stuff, and I found Pierogi and Scammer Payback. Now, Pierogi, this is not a one-man show he's doing. Well, I'm doing a one-man show, but he's not. He's got some extremely talented staff on his side. He's got Brandon as a partner, and Brandon is just the nicest guy you would ever. Brandon comes off worse on camera than he is in real life. And that's saying something because he comes off pretty damn nice on camera, but he's like amazingly a nice guy. Pierogi is exactly who you see on camera. He has that exact passion to get rid of scam baiters. I'm sorry, not scam baiters. We don't want to get rid of them. Get rid of scammers. Actually, he can get rid of scam baiters too if he can get rid of all the scammers. He really means that he wants the scammers shut the hell down. And that's amazing. I mean, he doesn't want to do this job the rest of his life. He wants to be the guy to shut them down and make it stop, or at least get the government to give him a hand or something. Like, our citizens are getting ripped off for billions of dollars. People are committing suicide. This is a crisis. And they're not even, I know that when you watch the videos, you're thinking, these people aren't even convincing. Well, they might be if you're 80. Remember, back in the day, like when I was a kid, false advertising and all that stuff would get you in trouble. That's the truth. But today, nah. Today, people call you from a different country. They don't have to go by our rules. They don't have to do that. Now, I don't have the resources that he has because he's got Seven and Daniel and Junior and Nacho. And if I left anybody out, don't get mad at me. But I mean, I'm going through everybody I remember from being in Tampa. So anyway, how did I get to Tampa? How did I go from a scammer calling me to me going to Tampa? And what did we do in Tampa exactly? Well, I think this video of Pierogi's pretty much makes that point clear. But how do we go from scam baiting? How do we go from being scammed to scam baiting, first of all? And plus, it's unusual to see a guy my age. But remember, I was in IT all my life. Well, not all my life. I was a Marine first, and then I was in IT all my life. So I had two careers, one after the other. And so what happened was I started watching Pierogi, and I joined the membership, and they put out a call for people to volunteer, to be a volunteer on his channel. I had no idea what that even meant. Nobody did. He didn't tell us. He just said, go buy a plane ticket and show up here in Tampa. We're going to go to Tampa. He's not from Tampa. Like, nothing about this made sense. And honestly, what I thought was going to happen, and I told people this, so some of you Tampa crew know this already, I thought we were going to go down there and watch the scam baiters, you know, like Trilogy Media and all those guys. I thought we were going to watch all these professional scam baiters do their thing. We'll be like a studio audience. I really didn't think that we were going to be doing scam baiting. It was not even in my head. I was hoping, like, I would love to try it, but I was thinking, nah, that's never going to happen. So he's not going to let the amateurs play around, right? So we didn't even know where we were going in Tampa. All we knew was we're going to Tampa, and you got to sign this non-disclosure agreement. You can't tell anybody about it until I tell you can tell everybody about it. I was like, wow, this is weird. It's weird, but okay. It's interesting. And so I went to Tampa. I got selected. I didn't think I was even going to get selected. I didn't know I was selected till about a week before the thing started. And then Pierogi has set up a Discord for us, a Discord server, so that we could communicate with each other before it happened. And we started to get to know each other there. And then we made agreements with each other. Like, I had people pick me up at the airport and that sort of thing. And those people were amazing, because think about it. Some guy wants you to pick him up at the airport. You don't even know him. He's not from the same state. You know, you have no idea who this is. The trust between the people that was there was amazing. So they asked me to please get a ticket after they did the background check and stuff. They said, please get a ticket to show us that you're serious, you're really coming. And I was like, yeah, I'm really coming. And not very many people dropped out after that started. They kind of all kept their word and came, most of them. And we had no idea what we were going to do, where we were going to go when we got there, anything like that. All I knew was from 12 to 2, I was supposed to be in the headquarters, whatever that was going to be. I had no idea where this headquarters was. And 12 came and went, and there was still no headquarters. We were going to get a message saying that here's where you got to go. We didn't know where that was until about 2:30. I'm serious. We didn't know. So we're eating lunch. Me and two ladies, very nice ladies, who had, one of them had a car, picked me and the other lady up at the hotel, at the airport, and then we went to her hotel room and just sat around talking and cracking jokes. And then we went to lunch, and when we got to lunch, and then we had just ordered, all of a sudden the message came. Of course, we were eating, so we weren't going to leave. And we got there to the building, which was that big tower that you saw on this video. And so we got to the tower, and we got upstairs, and then, lo and behold, the most evil company on the planet, I thought. I didn't know much about that company at all, except what I saw in scam baiting videos. AnyDesk, it was their headquarters we were going to. AnyDesk was fed up with their product getting used by scammers. So I get there, all these people, and we get issued name tags, and we can look at we're looking at each other's name tags, because we had never met. We'd only chatted, like text chatted on Discord. And so when we all met up, like, we were all kind of familiar with each other. And that was kind of amazing. So on day one, which was the next day after everybody got there and we all met, and we went home and went home to our hotel rooms. And the next morning, we were in shifts, and we started scam baiting. That I did not expect. I had no idea that was going to happen until it did. But I did get to meet and talk a lot to Pierogi, to Brandon, to Seven, to Junior, Daniel a lot. Daniel actually scam baited with me once. That didn't get on the video, or I think part of it did, but his part. He actually scam baited with me once because I needed a son. I made him my son. And it was just amazing how these people were. I mean, you wanted to hang around with them all day. Now I walk with a cane, and I'm not very mobile, and so I really kind of felt bad because I didn't go to many evening parties or anything like that. I went back to my hotel room every night and called home and said, "Hey, I'm at my hotel room because I can't. These guys are crazy. They're all partying all the time." Well, they're a lot younger than I am, and it was the most amazing experience. I will never forget this. This was amazing. And then Daniel asked me, he says, "Why don't you do this on your channel?" I said, "I have a channel, but I don't do this. I just put my airplane videos on there for when I'm flying." And Daniel said, "Yeah, I know. We watched it. We were surprised there was no scam baiting." I said, "Okay, so maybe I will." And I did. But then a lot of stuff happened in my personal life, my health and stuff like that, and I wasn't able to keep up the channel. But now I'm not working anymore, so I got a lot more time to do this stuff. And I hope that you like this. So if you're new and you don't know about this, and you're not one of the people from the Tampa crew, we call them the Tampa crew. Everybody that went to Camp Tampa, because on week 1 of the People's Call Center that Progi put on, or the Scammer Payback put on, week 1 was us, like 80 of us, and they had to worry about keeping us entertained, and like I can't imagine how much hard work that was between us and then doing the same thing and playing host to the professional scammers the next week. I mean, there was the travel they had to do. I mean, these people, and as far as time goes, like, they don't think that they're big shots or anything. They actually, hey, let's kick back, let's have a drink together. They were absolutely amazing people. They just have a passion for getting rid of scams. So I'm going to play this.
This is the largest attack on scammers ever.
Why isn't that moving?
In 2022, we had the best scam baiters from around the world fly into our office, with all 10 of us going after scammers for an entire week.
He said, "Art, all scammers watching your streams, they just turned the light off."
That was just the start. This year, we went big.
Open it! Open it! Open it!
Now, we brought the same scam baiters back from last year, but on top of that, we recruited a group with a special set of skills and a massive team of volunteers. And with over 100 of us in 2 locations across 2 weeks, we were able to destroy and dismantle scammers. This is the People's Call Center. Well, we're gonna send it at like 2:30.
Sure.
So like in an hour and a half, we're gonna send it out. And then people are gonna start coming in.
People are gonna start showing up.
Hand stamped
with love and care, right there.
from Brandon Payback himself.
Yeah. Before any signature has arrived.
Anywhere in here.
Right. This is the last one?
Yep.
Good job, boys.
Woo!
Yeah.
So
I didn't know
Let's get
that.
into it.
let's get into it. We are here at the People's Call Center in Tampa, Florida. This is week 1 of 2 weeks of calling scammers and destroying them. We're at AnyDesk headquarters, and I'm a little bit nervous because we're using headsets and computers we've never used, and we have volunteers that don't scam bait. So like a combination of new equipment, new people, it's very hectic, but it's also exciting, right guys? What'd you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
I'm
It's gonna be fun.
absolutely stoked.
And the scammers have no idea that this is happening. Nobody has any idea. The volunteers have no idea. They're literally coming down here. We've told them to come to Florida, and that was like the most information we would give. Literally at 3 o'clock, we're going to send out a message to say to come to this address. They're still not even going to know it's AnyDesk, and then they're going to come up here, and then they'll realize it's AnyDesk, which is going to be really cool.
So that right there is us coming in. We're not scam babies. We're just regular people.
AnyDesk. We're at AnyDesk. Is that not amazing? We're literally, this is AnyDesk's office. The irony. AnyDesk is one of the several tools that scammers will deploy to access a victim's computer if you're unfamiliar. From there, really, they can do anything to that system. And AnyDesk is fed up with this. And they're really the first and only company that I've seen that's taking a proactive
By the way,
fight
sitting next to
stance
Pierogi
against
in this
these
shot
scammers.
is Matt from
Obliterate a
AnyDesk.
call center real quick.
That's him right there.
Got the network ID right here. It's been logged on for 1.9 hours. Oh wow.
Matt is like the
You
nicest
can't-
guy
I
you
think
ever
you could
wanted
show
to meet
this.
too.
Oh my gosh, are those all IDs?
Yeah, they're all IDs.
Scroll.
Matt is just amazing.
Holy cow. So basically, if you get one, you can get every single one that's on that network.
Yep. And I can take them out. Now they're gone. That call center's down, and we just saved the victim that Nanobaiter sent to me. So, victim saved.
So the previous year, we had live streamed literally the entire event so anyone could watch it at any time. But the problem with that was that scammers could actually watch everything as well. And when they were alerted that we were doing this, they essentially shut down, like large call centers would shut down. So that's why this year my idea was, again, everything that you're seeing in Tampa is all under the radar. Nobody knew about it, and it was kind of like a sneak attack, highly classified.
Can you hear me in here?
It was even we didn't know about it. That guy with the microphone is Brandon. He's Pierogi's partner.
Why do I feel like this is like our wedding?
He's an amazing person. I thought he was just an amazing tech person, but he's actually a very amazing
It's
person.
great.
All these
Everyone
guys
is
are.
here and mingling and talking, and I think
They
I've
are who they look
or
like
say
they
I-
are.
Most everybody.
They're not an
Almost
They're not
everybody.
acting at
Everyone
all.
knows now that we're at AnyDesk and that we are starting the People's Call Center. So it's here after all this. After
By the
a
way,
year,
I'll
it's
put
here.
this video in the
The new
link.
People's Call Center. It's newer, it's
I'll
bigger,
link
it's
this
greater.
video.
We're gonna do so much work, and I got my friend from AnyDesk, Matt, here. Our wonderful partner.
We're going to shut these guys down.
We're gonna crush them this week, and it's the start of just more work, more momentum, taking the fight.
I'm not
to
going to show
scammers
all
every
this,
single day, baby.
but we went into this blind, every one of
Ready?
us.
Everyone excited? It's kind of nerve-wracking.
We're very excited.
Today, we're just trolling and calling and pissing them off.
Thanks for calling PayPal.
So we worked at
Because they're
4
not going to be
shifts.
happy when all these people are calling.
What are we excited to do today?
Crush on the cockroaches. I'm gonna collect those scammer tears. That's what I'm doing.
And we're going to be posting the numbers up here as I find them, inform them, and all that.
We want to shut them down.
Waste their time.
We're gonna get them.
And then again, remember that they're scammers. They're stealing money from people. So yell at them, get them a little riled up. That's kind of the goal.
Your mother. Attack your whole family, mother. Catch me if you can. Shut down my call center right now.
Have a lot of fun doing it. And don't be nervous because they're scammers. So it's good.
Have you been on those sites again?
That's me right there
Yes, I caught you on
with
there
Mo.
once. I'm not
Mo
gonna do it
Smiles.
again.
She's an amazing lady.
Yeah, you
She could
told
play
me,
off
that
me
doesn't mean anything.
like she knew what I was doing, and she just played off me perfectly. She was so smart. It was just amazing.
We're going to put a fake AnyDesk ID up on the board right now. How is that going to help you guys at AnyDesk shut down these?
So we all ate
basically,
together,
all the
like we were a
the
real
scammer
team.
connect to that ID. Then I can section out his
Even
network
the
ID, and then
different
bang the
shifts, we
entire
were
call
still
center.
together as one big team. At restaurants,
Those are the ones that we just
everywhere.
take out.
After we got together once, we stayed together.
More. A lot of banned IDs. It's probably like 70, 80 of them. A little over 200 AnyDesk so far. They're shut down. Taking out well over 500 now. We just banned probably 50 IDs.
Who's the big daddy there? Tell anybody who you want to that you got a live one here, and who's willing to take a shot with me.
Oh, okay.
Yo, this Big Daddy.
You're Pierogi, right?
Yes, I am. Well, you asked for Big Daddy. There's only one Big Daddy here. It's Pierogi.
I don't know if that was even a girl or your automated voice.
Automated
using
voice?
the voice changer. Trying to talk.
That was not a
confused,
voice
man. You're
changer. That
very
was a real
confused.
girl.
See, because you think that you guys have me the whole thing figured out, but this is just wave one of what I'm doing, man. The stuff is taken to another level. So you think that
Let's
it's me,
just
the
wait.
voice changer? Is this me?
You're not using a voice changer
Hello?
now.
Hello.
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 Now you are.
Phase 1 of our attack is underway right now.
Are you there?
By the way, this guy here
This is
was a
from
great guy.
Kathy,
That woman that was
349.
They're
accused
coming in
of being
different
a voice
times,
changer.
and
she
there's been a
was-
lot of people
they're all
calling
these
scammers,
people.
getting them upset, wasting
Even
their
the
time
people
yelling
on
at
our
them.
side
Not
of
hear the
things,
words that are
the
coming out of my
volunteers,
mouth.
You're done. You're done for.
they were very giving
business today,
people.
this entire
And
week.
think about it.
I'm
Big
coming to a
elected
town meeting.
scammers, Democrat, Republican, old, young, it didn't matter. We were all
It's gonna be a tough 2
anti-scam
weeks.
bait.
I'm just letting you know, okay? You guys have no idea what's about to happen this week. Okay?
We had something in
Actually
common
did
no
not
matter
expect
what,
this to happen.
and
It's
people
freaking amazing.
went out of their
Everyone
way
who's calling, they're doing amazing.
to
Killing
make
it.
sure I got places
Well,
because I
guess
use a
what? Your
cane to
AnyDesk
get
is banned
around.
right now.
and
You can't use it anymore. What?
They
Oh,
were
no, she called the
they were
police,
just
Jay.
amazing people.
From there, ma'am.
Actually, you have no idea who I am, but I know who you are.
What's going on again?
PayPal scammer, I think he is on the phone.
This guy right here
Just to send money.
got himself
Shout out to you,
an address
because he got a
for a money mule in the United States. That is something that
These
can
guys
be
are
done.
getting pissed. They're
You
hanging
can do
up.
something
They're
about that
blocking
because they're
numbers.
in the
saying, Stop
U.S.
calling us. You keep calling us all the time. They have no idea. It's just, what's Tuesday? It's Tuesday.
So we hit over a
This was amazing. So I'm going to stop the video for now. And I promise you that this year I'll be scam baiting regularly. I'm not going to be, don't expect me to be Trilogy Media where I'm going to get in a car and go over to somebody's house and bust them. I don't have the manpower. I don't have a bunch of cameramen. I don't have the resources to do that. And I don't have hackers and stuff so I can watch people's closed circuit TV in India. I won't be able to, I haven't even been able to do a reverse connection yet. So be patient with me. I'm going to have to take some time doing this. And I have some ideas. I'm not going to reveal them, but I have some ideas how I'm going to deal with scammers. I won't reveal them because I don't want the scammers to just see me coming. I mean, think about that. But our crew in Tampa was an amazing group of people, the 80 people, the volunteers, and the staff of Scammer Payback. They just made us feel like we were one of them too. We were just another part of the staff. You think we worked there, the way they treated us. They were very, very welcoming. They were very, very kind. They were helpful. Like I grabbed Daniel walking by. I said, Daniel, I need a son. Come here. He did it. You know, he became my son and helped me bait this scammer. And he kept the guy on the phone for quite a while after he took over. I kept the guy on the phone for about an hour, and then Daniel took over and kept him on the phone for another hour. I told the guy that we were at Disneyland, and so my son's the only one with a computer there was my son. It's in the car, and Daniel told him we were leaving the park now. Now, if the guy knew about time zones, okay, so we're in Florida, right? And I forgot that the time zones. So Daniel's like, we're leaving now. We're leaving the park now. The park hadn't even opened in California yet. I told the guy Disneyland in Anaheim, it hadn't even opened yet, let alone we're leaving. But it didn't matter because scammers are that smart. They're not sitting there going, "Oh, you see, it's only 8:30 in the morning in California." They weren't thinking that. And these volunteers, they came from Europe. They came from like Seattle and Canada. They did not just all come from Florida. There were a couple from Florida, and I'm grateful for them because without them, I wouldn't have had a ride anywhere. But because the people with cars, they took care of those of us who flew in because we didn't have cars. We didn't have to rent cars or anything. Everything was, my hotel, it turned out, was only a block away from the AnyDesk office. And still that was a big block, but it was great. It just worked out that way. And I wish I would have done what I usually do and taken the hotel I usually take because that would have put me actually attached to the building that AnyDesk was in. But at the end of the whole thing, they took us to this wonderful restaurant type place, restaurant bar, and we had a concert that Pierogi and Brandon set up for us. We had cameramen in our face all the time, and it was just wonderful. I mean, we forgot the cameramen were there after a while, because when you have a camera in your face all day long, it just doesn't matter anymore. Because I always wondered if people on reality shows, like, how they forget the camera's there. Are they just acting or pretending like it's not there? No, after a while, you really do forget it's even there. But I want to put a shout out to a lot of people that you know who you are, but I'm not going to reveal their names on here. I'm not going to post my pictures on this video because I have pictures of me and Pierogi, me and Brandon, and me and the SP team, but I also have pictures of me and a lot of people from the from the Tampa crew, and not all of them want their pictures posted someplace or something like that, so I won't go doing stuff like that. But my New Year's resolution to me and to you is that I will start posting videos way more often. So eventually I might get to a point where I can do some of the things that these guys do, delete their files, get information on them, and have it reported to the authorities. I'll do that eventually, but I have some learning to do, and I don't have anybody, like, I have to be the editor, I have to be the scam baiter, I have to do everything. And if you watch the professionalism of these videos that Pierogi does, he has editors and he has a whole crew of very professional people who know exactly what he wants and how he wants it. And they put out these amazing videos. So I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on. And I'm going to post this today. So we'll see you very soon, probably in the next couple of days. Bye.